Are you tired of the constant, painful bloating that makes you feel like a stranger in your own body? Do you wrestle with that deep, frustrating feeling that your hormones are in a constant state of war, leaving you exhausted, irritable, and struggling with symptoms that nobody seems to understand? This journey with polycystic ovary syndrome can feel incredibly lonely, a silent battle waged day after day. But I have some truly good news, a message of profound hope that I want to share with you today. The path to reclaiming your inner balance and soothing the turmoil within your body doesn't have to be found in complicated prescriptions or restrictive diets that leave you feeling deprived. The ancient wisdom of monks, rooted in centuries of mindful living, holds powerful secrets to healing, and it begins with the very food you place on your plate. In today's video, we are going to explore 8 monk-approved foods that can gently and naturally heal polycystic ovary syndrome, helping you to finally say goodbye to hormonal bloating and embrace a life of vibrant well-being. So I invite you to stay with me, to open your heart to this possibility, because you absolutely do not want to miss these life-changing insights that have been cherished for generations. Before we begin this journey together, I would love to feel your presence here with us. Tell me, where in the world are you joining me from today? Please drop a comment below and feel free to share any questions that are on your mind. This is a space of community and shared understanding. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss a single health-boosting tip from our growing family at Sacred Women's Health. Now, let's begin by understanding the gentle power that lies in our first sacred food. It's so important that you understand, deep in your soul, that this is not your fault. The chaos that you feel, the unpredictable cycles, the persistent weight gain, the cystic acne that chips away at your confidence, and the overwhelming fatigue are not signs of personal failure. Society often places an immense pressure on women to look and feel a certain way. And when our bodies don't conform, it's easy to internalize that blame. But polycystic ovary syndrome is a complex metabolic and hormonal condition, a delicate dance of genetics and environmental factors that is far beyond your conscious control. You are not alone in this. Millions of women across the globe walk this same path, feeling the same confusion and heartache, often in silence. They too have been told to simply lose weight, or to take a pill that merely masks the symptoms without addressing the root cause. This creates a profound sense of isolation, making you feel like you're adrift in an ocean with no land in sight. But what if we could build a lifeboat together, right here? What if the wisdom we need isn't found in the latest medical journal, but in the quiet, mindful practices that have sustained human beings for thousands of years? Monks view the body not as an enemy to be conquered, but as a sacred vessel, a temple that houses our spirit. They understand that what we consume is not just fuel, but information that can either create harmony or discord. Their diet, built on principles of simplicity, purity, and non-harm, is naturally anti-inflammatory and supportive of the body's innate ability to heal. It's a philosophy that quiets the hormonal noise and nurtures the delicate ecosystem within. We are going to embrace this philosophy today to provide your body with the gentle, loving support it has been crying out for, and to begin the process of restoring peace from the inside out. Our first step on this path to healing is to embrace the profound simplicity of lentils. These small, humble legumes are a cornerstone of monastic diets around the world, and for good reason. They are a quiet powerhouse of nutrition, offering a grounding energy that is so desperately needed when your hormones feel like a raging storm. Lentils are packed with plant-based protein and fiber, a combination that works wonders for stabilizing blood sugar levels. This is absolutely critical for managing polycystic ovary syndrome, as many of its most challenging symptoms are driven by insulin resistance, a condition where your body's cells don't respond properly to insulin, leading to higher blood sugar and increased androgen production. The slow-releasing energy from lentils prevents those dramatic spikes and crashes in blood sugar that can trigger cravings for sugar and refined carbohydrates. helping you to break a vicious cycle that only worsens polycystic ovary syndrome symptoms. Furthermore, the high fiber content supports a healthy digestive system and promotes the elimination of excess hormones, which is essential for restoring a natural, healthy balance. But can something as simple as a bowl of lentil soup truly make a difference in such a complex condition? The answer is a resounding yes. The wisdom of this food lies in its consistency and its gentle nature. It's not a quick fix, but a foundational support. By incorporating lentils into your meals regularly, you are sending a consistent signal of stability to your body. You are telling your metabolic system that it doesn't need to be on high alert, that it can relax, and trust that it will receive steady, nourishing energy. This consistent support helps to lower inflammation, which is a key driver of polycystic ovary syndrome, pain, and bloating, and it provides the building blocks for healthier hormone production. Incorporating them into your life is beautifully simple. You can prepare a large batch of lentil soup to enjoy throughout the week, add cooked lentils to salads for a boost of protein, or even use them to create delicious, hearty veggie burgers. Aim for at least half a cup, 3 to 4 times a week, to truly feel their grounding and balancing effects. As you eat them, practice mindfulness. Notice their earthy flavor, their comforting texture. Feel the nourishment spreading through your body, a quiet promise of stability and peace. This simple act of mindful eating is just the beginning, but the next food we will discuss works on an even deeper level, helping to cleanse and purify your system in a way you may have never experienced before. May I ask you something from my heart to yours? How many times have you felt utterly alone, completely lost in trying to understand what is happening inside your own body, as if no one around you could possibly grasp the depth of your struggle? I know how much that hurts, and I need you to hear me when I say you are not alone in this fight. The feeling is real, it is valid, and it is shared by so many of us. If this resonates with you, if you have ever felt that painful sting of isolation on your polycystic ovary syndrome journey, please leave a comment below saying, "I understand this struggle." Write exactly those words. Your message, your acknowledgement of this shared pain, could be the very thing that gives strength to another woman who is reading this right now. A woman who desperately needs to know that she is not invisible, and that she is not walking this path by herself. Your voice matters more than you know. Now, let us turn our attention to the vibrant, life-giving energy of dark leafy greens. Think of spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens. In the monastic tradition, these greens are revered not just for their nutritional content, but for their purifying properties. They are seen as a way to cleanse the body, to sweep away the stagnation and accumulation that can lead to disease. For a woman with polycystic ovary syndrome, this concept of purification is incredibly powerful. Your body is struggling with a kind of internal clutter, an excess of hormones and inflammation that disrupts its natural rhythms. Dark leafy greens are rich in magnesium, a mineral that is often deficient in women with polycystic ovary syndrome and is absolutely vital for insulin sensitivity and reducing inflammation. It's known as the relaxation mineral because it helps to calm the nervous system and can even alleviate the painful menstrual cramps that so often accompany polycystic ovary syndrome. These greens are also abundant in B vitamins, particularly folate, which is crucial for healthy ovulation and hormone regulation. They support your body's natural detoxification pathways, especially the liver, which is responsible for processing and clearing out those excess androgens that drive symptoms like acne and hair loss. But you might wonder, can a simple salad really help to detoxify my entire system? It's a fair question, especially when we're so used to hearing about extreme cleanses and complicated protocols. The beauty of this approach lies in its gentle, daily support. Instead of shocking your system, you are providing it with a constant stream of cleansing nutrients. Every time you eat a handful of spinach or a stalk of kale, you are giving your liver the tools it needs to do its job more effectively. You are infusing your cells with anti-inflammatory compounds that cool the fire of irritation and bloating from within. This isn't about a one-time purge. It's about creating a lifestyle of gentle, continuous cleansing that allows your body to find its equilibrium over time. The easiest way to bring this practice into your life is to aim for at least 2 large handfuls of dark leafy greens every single day. You can blend them into a morning smoothie, where their taste is easily masked by fruit. You can use them as the base for a large, nourishing salad at lunch, or wilt them into soups, stews, and stir-fries for dinner. The key is consistency. Make them a non-negotiable part of your daily nourishment. As you do, visualize their vibrant green energy sweeping through your body, cleansing your cells and restoring a sense of lightness and clarity. This practice of cleansing is vital, but to truly heal, we also need to introduce a special kind of food that actively fights inflammation at its source. And the next one on our list is a golden spice revered for centuries for its potent healing power. Before we move on, if you are finding this information helpful and supportive, I would be so grateful if you would take a moment to press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us reach more women who need to hear this message of hope. The golden treasure I speak of is turmeric and its active compound, curcumin. In Buddhist cultures and Ayurvedic medicine, turmeric is more than just a spice. It is considered a sacred medicine, a gift from the earth with an almost divine ability to heal. Monks have used it for centuries to reduce inflammation, purify the blood, and support overall vitality. For a body navigating the complexities of polycystic ovary syndrome, inflammation is not just a symptom. It is a root cause that fuels the fire of hormonal imbalance. Chronic low-grade inflammation disrupts insulin signaling, encourages the ovaries to produce more androgens, and contributes to the painful bloating and discomfort you know all too well. Curcumin is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory agents ever discovered. It works by neutralizing inflammatory molecules at a cellular level, effectively calming the storm inside your body and creating an environment where healing can begin. It helps to improve insulin sensitivity, which, as we've discussed, is a cornerstone of managing polycystic ovary syndrome. Some studies have even suggested that curcumin can have a positive effect on ovarian function and help to regulate the menstrual cycle. The question naturally arises, is adding a sprinkle of turmeric to my food enough to experience these profound benefits? While every little bit helps, to get a truly therapeutic dose, you may need a more concentrated approach. The wisdom here is about mindful and strategic integration. You can certainly increase the amount of turmeric you use in your cooking, adding it generously to curries, roasted vegetables, golden milk lattes, and even scrambled tofu. To enhance its absorption, always pair it with a pinch of black pepper, which contains piperine, a compound that can boost curcumin's bioavailability by up to 2,000%. For a more potent effect, many women with polycystic ovary syndrome find that a high-quality curcumin supplement can be incredibly beneficial. However, it's always wise to speak with a healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen. The goal is to make this golden spice a regular part of your anti-inflammatory arsenal. Imagine its warm, golden energy permeating your cells, soothing the irritation, and bringing a sense of calm and balance to your entire system. By quieting the inflammation, you are creating the space for your hormones to communicate more clearly and for your body to remember its natural state of health. We have addressed stability and cleansing, and now we have a powerful tool to fight inflammation. But the next food introduces another crucial element, the concept of healthy fats as messengers of hormonal peace. The food that carries this message of peace is the avocado. While traditional monastic diets are often low in fat, they emphasize the consumption of pure, whole food sources of fat when available, understanding their importance for brain health and cellular function. The avocado, with its creamy texture and rich, satisfying flavor, is a perfect embodiment of this principle. It offers a form of nourishment that feels both luxurious and deeply healing. Women with polycystic ovary syndrome have often been mistakenly told to fear fat, to follow low-fat diets in an attempt to lose weight. This is one of the most damaging myths in nutrition. Healthy fats are not the enemy. In fact, they are absolutely essential for hormone production. Your body cannot create the hormones it needs to regulate your cycle without an adequate supply of healthy fats. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, which are incredibly beneficial for improving insulin sensitivity and reducing the high levels of LDL, or bad cholesterol, that can sometimes be associated with polycystic ovary syndrome. They are also an excellent source of fiber, potassium, and antioxidants, all of which contribute to reducing inflammation and supporting overall metabolic health. But how can eating fat actually help me balance my hormones and lose weight? It seems counterintuitive. This is where we must shift our perspective. The healthy fats in avocado promote satiety. They make you feel full and satisfied for longer periods. This drastically reduces the cravings for sugary snacks and processed foods that sabotage your healing efforts. By providing your body with the clean, high-quality fats it needs, you are supporting the very foundation of your endocrine system. You are giving your body the raw materials to build healthy hormones, which in turn leads to more regular cycles, clearer skin, and a more stable mood. The practical application is a joy. You can add half an avocado to your morning smoothie for an incredibly creamy texture. Slice it over your salads, mash it onto whole grain toast, or even use it to make a decadent tasting yet healthy chocolate mousse. Aiming for half an avocado most days of the week is a wonderful goal. As you eat it, savor its richness. Acknowledge that you are feeding your body on a deep cellular level, providing the very essence of what it needs to create hormonal harmony. This act of embracing healthy fats is an act of profound self-love. You are unlearning the fear and replacing it with trust in nourishing whole foods. We've built a foundation with grounding legumes, cleansing greens, anti-inflammatory spices, and hormone-building fats. Now, we must introduce the concept of gut health, the garden of our inner world, which is often overlooked, but is absolutely central to healing polycystic ovary syndrome. The next food we will discuss is a fermented treasure that populates this garden with life. This fermented treasure is miso, a traditional Japanese paste made from fermented soybeans. In Buddhist monasteries, particularly in Japan, fermented foods are a dietary staple, cherished for their ability to support digestive health and enhance the body's life force, or ki. The monks understood intuitively what modern science is now confirming. The health of our gut is intrinsically linked to the health of our entire body, especially our hormonal system. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, a complex ecosystem known as the microbiome. When this ecosystem is in balance, it helps to regulate inflammation, support your immune system, and even metabolize hormones. For women with polycystic ovary syndrome, an imbalanced gut or dysbiosis is incredibly common. This imbalance can worsen insulin resistance, increase inflammation, and interfere with the proper elimination of excess hormones, trapping you in a cycle of symptoms. Miso is a probiotic powerhouse. It introduces beneficial bacteria into your gut, helping to restore balance to your microbiome. A healthier gut lining means less inflammation throughout your body. These good bacteria also play a direct role in hormone regulation by producing an enzyme that helps to process and excrete estrogen, preventing it from recirculating in the body and causing imbalance. Can a simple bowl of miso soup really have such a far-reaching impact on my hormones? It absolutely can, because it works by healing one of your body's core systems. Think of it as tending to the soil before you plant the seeds. A healthy gut is the fertile ground from which hormonal balance can grow. By consistently nurturing your microbiome with fermented foods like miso, you are addressing a foundational piece of the polycystic ovary syndrome puzzle that is so often ignored by conventional approaches. It's a gentle, long-term strategy that creates profound and lasting change. To incorporate miso, simply dissolve a teaspoon or two of the paste in hot, but not boiling, water to create a soothing and savory broth. Boiling it can kill the beneficial bacteria, so it's best to add it at the end of cooking. You can drink this as a simple soup or add tofu, seaweed, and mushrooms for a more substantial meal. Using miso as a glaze for fish or roasted vegetables, or whisking it into salad dressings, are other wonderful ways to enjoy its benefits. Enjoying a small amount of miso daily or several times a week can make a significant difference. As you sip your miso soup, imagine you are nourishing the millions of tiny allies within you, creating a strong, resilient inner garden that supports your journey back to wholeness. We've nourished our inner garden, and now it's time to explore a food that comes from the sea, one that offers a unique mineral that is absolutely crucial for thyroid function, another key player in the polycystic ovary syndrome story. The gift from the ocean is seaweed in all its various forms, like nori, kombu, and wakame. Sea vegetables have been a vital part of the diet in many coastal monastic communities for their incredible density of minerals that are often lacking in land-based foods. They are a direct link to the cleansing and nourishing power of the sea. One of the most critical minerals found in abundance in seaweed is iodine. The thyroid, a butterfly-shaped gland in your neck, is your body's master metabolic regulator, and it requires iodine to produce its essential hormones. There is a significant and often overlooked connection between thyroid health and polycystic ovary syndrome. Many women with polycystic ovary syndrome also have an underactive thyroid or hypothyroidism, which can exacerbate symptoms like fatigue, weight gain, and irregular periods. Ensuring your thyroid has the iodine it needs to function optimally is a critical step in supporting your overall hormonal health. Beyond iodine, seaweed is also rich in other minerals like magnesium and calcium, and it contains unique compounds that can help reduce inflammation and support blood sugar balance. But isn't iodine dangerous? I've heard you can get too much. This is a very important and valid concern. The wisdom of the monastic approach is always one of balance, not excess. While severe iodine deficiency can cause problems, so can excessive intake. The key is to incorporate seaweed as a whole food, not as a high-dose supplement, unless specifically advised by a doctor. Eating seaweed in its natural form provides a balanced matrix of nutrients that the body can process effectively. Using sheets of nori to wrap up vegetables and rice, adding a strip of kombu to your pot of cooking beans to make them more digestible, or rehydrating some wakame to add to your miso soup are all safe and incredibly effective ways to get the benefits. A few servings of sea vegetables per week is a wonderful goal. It's about gentle, consistent nourishment, not overwhelming the system. Think of it as remineralizing your body, providing it with the trace elements it needs to bring all of its systems, including your thyroid and your ovaries, into a more harmonious rhythm. This connection to the ocean's minerals is powerful, but there's another element we need for true balance. A special kind of fungi that helps our bodies adapt to stress, which is a major trigger for polycystic ovary syndrome flare-ups. This remarkable adaptogenic food comes in the form of medicinal mushrooms, such as reishi and shiitake. These are not your average button mushrooms. They have been revered in Eastern medicine and used by monks for millennia to cultivate a state of calm focus, strengthen the spirit, and enhance the body's resilience to stress. They are classified as adaptogens, which means they have a unique ability to help your body adapt to and resist the damaging effects of physical, chemical, and biological stressors. For any woman living with polycystic ovary syndrome, life is inherently stressful. The physical symptoms are a stress on the body, and the emotional toll of the condition is a significant stress on the mind. This chronic stress leads to elevated cortisol levels, the body's primary stress hormone. High cortisol wreaks havoc on your system, worsening insulin resistance, promoting belly fat storage, and disrupting ovulation. It's a vicious cycle where stress makes polycystic ovary syndrome worse, and polycystic ovary syndrome causes more stress. Medicinal mushrooms like Reishi are particularly known for their ability to calm the nervous system and support the adrenal glands, which are responsible for producing cortisol. By helping to modulate your body's stress response, they can lower cortisol levels, which in turn can help to improve insulin sensitivity and support more regular menstrual cycles. Shiitake mushrooms, beyond their delicious flavor, contain compounds that support immune function and have anti-inflammatory properties. Could eating mushrooms really help me feel less stressed and manage my hormones? The gentle power of adaptogens is cumulative. It's not like taking a sedative that numbs you. Instead, it's like training your body to be more resilient over time. By incorporating these mushrooms into your diet, you are giving your nervous system a supportive ally. You are helping it to move from a constant state of fight or flight to a more balanced rest and digest mode, which is where true healing occurs. You can find dried reishi mushrooms to make a tea, or use a high-quality powdered extract to add to smoothies or coffee. Fresh and dried shiitake mushrooms can be added liberally to stir-fries, soups, and sautés. They add a deep, savory umami flavor that is incredibly satisfying. Making these mushrooms a regular part of your culinary rhythm is a profound act of self-care. It is an acknowledgement that your mental and emotional state is inextricably linked to your physical health. You are choosing to build a more resilient foundation, one that is less shaken by the inevitable stresses of life. We have now covered foods that ground, cleanse, cool inflammation, build hormones, nourish the gut, remineralize, and build resilience. There is just one final piece to our puzzle, a simple beverage that ties all of this wisdom together, a ritual of mindfulness in a cup. The final element on our path to healing is the ancient and revered practice of drinking green tea. In Zen Buddhist monasteries, the preparation and drinking of tea is a form of meditation, a ritual that cultivates presence, clarity, and tranquility. For women with polycystic ovary syndrome, a daily green tea ritual can be a profoundly transformative practice, offering potent medicinal benefits for the body and a moment of peace for the soul. Green tea is rich in powerful antioxidants called catechins, the most notable of which is epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. This compound has been extensively studied for its remarkable health benefits. For polycystic ovary syndrome, its most important actions are improving insulin sensitivity and lowering androgen levels. EGCG helps the body use insulin more effectively, which can lead to lower blood sugar and consequently lower levels of androgens being produced by the ovaries. Studies have shown that consistent consumption of green tea can significantly reduce levels of free testosterone, the hormone responsible for many distressing polycystic ovary syndrome symptoms like hirsutism and acne. It is also gently anti-inflammatory, further supporting the calming of your entire system. But I drink coffee every morning. Will switching to green tea really make that much of a difference? The difference can be truly profound. While coffee can sometimes increase anxiety and stress hormones in sensitive individuals, green tea contains an amino acid called L-theanine. L-theanine promotes a state of calm alertness. It helps to quiet the mental chatter and induce a feeling of relaxed focus without causing drowsiness. This makes it an ideal beverage for managing the anxiety and mood swings that can so often accompany polycystic ovary syndrome. A simple act of preparing and sipping a cup of green tea can become a cherished daily ritual. Instead of rushing through your morning, you can take 5 minutes to mindfully prepare your tea. Watch the steam rise, inhale its grassy aroma, and feel the warmth of the cup in your hands. As you drink, focus on the sensation of the warm liquid nourishing your body. This small act of mindfulness, repeated daily, can have a powerful effect on your nervous system, signaling a shift from a state of stress to one of calm. Aim for 2 to 3 cups of high-quality green tea per day. Choose organic whenever possible, and avoid boiling water, which can make the tea taste bitter. Instead, let the water cool for a minute after boiling before you pour it over the leaves. This simple, mindful practice encapsulates the entire philosophy we've explored today. Gentle, consistent, and compassionate care that honors the body as a sacred temple. If you have made it this far, it means you are truly searching for answers, for relief, and for a deep and lasting sense of hope. This channel was created for exactly that reason, to help you understand your body, to help you regain a sense of control, and to help you find solutions that actually work, because they are rooted in wisdom and compassion. You are not alone here. Please know that. We are building a safe and sacred space where women just like you can find the support, the community, and the real, practical information that makes a tangible difference in your life. You deserve to feel vibrant, balanced, and at peace within your own skin. If this is the kind of guidance and support you have been looking for, I warmly invite you to subscribe now and turn on the notifications. Every single video we create is another step on the shared journey toward a healthier, happier, and more harmonious you. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me today. Be well.